Welcome to Rootstem Gaming. This is a 3000 point 8th edition Heresy game of 40k. Okay, so this is the battlefield for our game today. We've got 3000 points of Blood Angels because it's the only Heresy army I own, versus 3000 points of World Eaters, which is the only army my brother owns. This is the setup. We've got some nice pieces of terrain going on. We've got some craters, which of course count as craters. You've got some ruins everywhere. We've got some nice bits, large pieces of line of sight blocking terrain. I've not pebbled because we're trying to do this, unfortunately, in a little bit of a rush. A bit of a sky shield with some bits underneath to try and block line of sight through it. We've got basically the random objective War of Lies. So, got one objective in the centre, one objective down here on top of the sky shield, and we've got one objective down in the ruins. Basically, whoever controls the objectives at the end of the game, you roll a d6, and on a 1 you get nothing. On a 2 to 3 you get 1 point. On a 4 you get 2. On a 5 you get 3. And on a 6 you lose d3 points. We also score a point for each unit that we kill. Right, let's crack on. Let's get on with these armies. This is my brother's World Eater army, painted by Rootstem Multimedia. Again, he refuses to speak because he says he don't know what he's talking about. Even though he does, he gets the words wrong sometimes. Right, so we've actually got a load of war choice. We've got Angron. He's going to be the warlord. He's going to be leading the World Eaters on this particular charge. He's backed up by 5 red butchers, which unfortunately he's not really taking a transport for. So it might be a little bit slow, but there we go. And then we've got a converted car model, which we're just using as a praetor. Got this off eBay. Not bad, to be honest. And then we've got a chaplain with a power axe and a plasma pistol. Khan the Betrayer. He's going to have the cutter in this particular game because we've got Angron on the field. You can't have 2 versions of Gorechild. And we've got, backing them up of course as your troop choices, we've got standard tactical squad with chain axe and bolter, and we've got an assault marine unit with various weapons, chain axes. Some of them's got some of them's got power fist, and there's one of them there with a chain sword, which will probably die first. Support wise, we've got some, I dare say this, we've got some rampagers. Unfortunately he's proxying 5 guys because he's forgotten them. So, so we've got 5 normal guys with bolt pistol and close combat weapon, or chain axe, and then we've got the others, which are the ones with the flails and the massive chain axes, the twin blades. Angron's probably going to be leading their charge. Then support wise, okay, standard Rhino. We've got a Legion Scorpius. Now this is a little bit different in Heresy, as you can see. The weapon profile is slightly different on these than they are in the standard game of 40k. It does have a Leviathan. He has another Leviathan. So we have 2 Leviathans. One with Storm Cannon, one with Melter Lance. Both Melter Guns, Phosphex and Volkite in the chest. Predator. And we also have with a plasma, yeah, one of them. Executioner plasma cannon, and then we've also got the standard support squad with 5 las cannons. No hardened armour on there, over just the standard guys. Angron's quite a beefy bloke, a lot of attacks there, 8 wounds is standard. Primax of character, so you can't target them. They're basically just going to be targeted once, of course, he ends up being the closest unit. Gave us 3,000 points of, if I said 2,000 before, I do apologise, actually it's 3,000 point game we're playing. 3,000 points of Blood Angels, slightly different from the last list. We've got a Legion Praetor. He does actually take in a Rite of War. Now a Rite of War in this applies to the formations that you're taking. So on this particular formation I have taken the one Pride of the Legion, so I can take troop choice, so I can take Terminators and Veteran squads. So we've got 2 Tartarus pattern Terminator squads. Both of them has got 2 combis, one with twin, one's got 2 with combis with Melter, and then 2 over there with Plasma. They've both got a pair of lightning claws in each. One's got a Plasma Blast, the other one's got a Heavy Flamer. They've all got a mixture of power fists and chain fists. And then we've got the other 2 squads of Terminators, which are standard pattern Terminator armour, because it does matter in this now, with assault cannons, a couple of chain fists, a couple of power fists, and pretty much the same again, rinse and repeat. So 2 squads that are pretty much the same. On that particular note as well, we've got a veteran tactical squad. Now these are going to have the reroll 1s in combat, which is what it's basically their skills rather than using the standard sort of charts that you get in the other 1+1 to hit. That could make this game very unbalanced, especially when you're talking that you used to be able to increase the weapon skill to 5. In the squad we've got 2 pairs of lightning claws, we've got a couple of power swords, and we've got a sergeant with a power fist. I do like my power fists on my sergeant. They're backed up with a rhino. Now, we've also backing this up with a battalion detachment, which is being led by the Primus Medicare. We've got a breacher squad, same as ones that we actually used before. So these are making their second appearance. This is a laser cutter, melter gun, power fist and vexilla. 2 squads of jumpy dudes, 2 assault marine squads. These are the basic assault marine squads. We're still not impressed with them, but I need to fill out the troop choices. Thunderhammer in 1, power fist in the other. Nothing else special. Backing them up again is my own las cannon team. We love the las cannon teams. And then we've got a Contemptor Dread. Now these are more along the lines of the relic Contemptors that you find in the Forge World book. Twin las and a plasma blast in his fist. And we've got this, the Cestus Assault Ram, coming in at 420 points. This thing's a bit of a beast. Twin magma melter in the front, 2 rocket launchers on either side. This should take a beating. Doesn't have the invulnerable save that you get in the 40k version, but it does have a 2+ armour. And it can carry 10. And it just carries 10. It doesn't matter what type of armour you're wearing. It just simply carries either 10 assault, 10 standard, or 10 Terminators. Way, Terminators. And that's going to be flying into the game today. Right, so we've broken down the armies. Let's get set up and see what carnage we can bring. Okay, so this is what deployment looks like. We ended up with a Vanguard. So we've got Angron plus some dirty marines down here. Some tacticals, some more tacticals. Rampages in the Rhino supported by Khan. We've got Leviathan and Scorpius hiding behind the corner. Them 2 little dots should be bolters, but unfortunately my brother broke it. Yeah. The Predator pretty much having line of sight down here. Same with the las cannon team. It's like, what can we see? We've got Leviathan here with the storm cannon. And then over on the opposite side we have the Blood Angels in the Sky Shield. We've got the Terminator squad there. We've got the Breachers holding on to that particular objective. The Assault Marines are in the building. Sacrificial Lambs, probably send them out first. Contemptor Dread with Terminators behind. Cestus Assault Ram has the Praetor, Primus Medicare and Chaplain plus a squad of Terminators inside. Capacity of 8. And then we've got a las cannon team, similar pattern, following as those guys. So I'm guessing these guys might actually... Oh no, actually they can't see each other. Because of the building. Another unit of Terminators to try and combat Angron and his boys. And of course, the Rhino packed out with the Vets. Right, I managed to get all my units down first, so I'm going to get a +1 to this dice roll. So, I got a 1! Yay!
I got a
2! So, my brother actually scored the same. Need to re-roll that. I got a 4, +1 is 5.
A 1.
A 1, so I'll be going first unless you can seize. And because he's got Angron...
It's not Khan, is it?
It's not Khan, so he's seizing on a 6. Surprisingly. Right, that's another 1.
It's not very good, is it? 2 and 1 1.
So, Blood Angels will be going first. Let's get some movement done and take straight to the shooting. Okay, so on movement, the Cestus Assault Ram's moving down my left flank. I was going to try and move it into the centre, but there was no way I could actually get it parked down. It does have a good clear line of sight to some of these units here, but it does mean the las cannons can see it clearly.
No, you could have done. You just knew what was coming if you left it there.
We've got a twin las that's going to try and take on this guy here, because these guys have moved forward. Terminators have run in there. Assault Marines have moved forward up in the ruins. I know I need to capture that number 1, but I've got to clear him out of it first. These Terminators have ran down this side, and this rhinos moved forward and deployed some smoke. So, to start the shooting phase, these guys are going to shoot these red butchers. So, that's going to be 5 shots, needing freeze. No rerolls, I haven't got any captains or anything near them. So, 1 miss, that's 4 hits. I need 2s. And I got 3. So 3 saves, needing 4s, none of them. So the first one then does only 1 wound. You ignore it on a 6? No, so 1 red butcher takes the first wound, and then the second hit, the same butcher, 6 wounds this time. So roll 6 dice.
6 dice.
Yeah, because it's 6 wounds on 1 thing.
No, he's dead.
No, so that's 1 red butcher down. Come on, I need a 3. And another 1. This is just like range all over again.
I ain't getting no things, mate.
So 1 red butcher dead, 1 and a wound. Okay, so Contemptor with twin las cannon into the Leviathan. Contemptor's normally hitting on 2s, but it's a heavy weapon, so I need 3s. I got 2 hits. I'm going to need 3, strength 9 against toughness 8. I got 2 wounds. It's 2 4+ invulnerable saves.
I'm moving.
Oh, he's moving.
I don't like it over there. Missed again.
Oh, 2 of them gotten through. 2d6 damage. That's going to be 8 wounds off the Leviathan. Right, so Assassin's Assault Ram, the 2 rocket launchers that I've got on there is going to go into the Scorpius. It's got a straight line to it. It needs freeze because it's got power of machine spirit. That's 2 hits.
They waited.
No, we're not waiting. And then they need freeze again. It's toughness 7. It's the only one this time.
Just used a
It's a -2, so you've got a 5 to save. Here we go. No, it's D6 damage again.
I ain't saved no yet. I ain't rolled up out above a 3.
That's true. Another 5 wounds. And then the Twig Magma Melter, which has got 24-inch range, is going against the actual Devastate, the Havoc squad. I am tempted to go against Leviathan, but they're going to cause more damage than that, Will. So, 2d3 shots, that's 4. 3s to hit. 1. Here we go, here we go. 2s to wound. Yeah, it's wounded. -4, so you're going to need a 6 to save in cover. Put some dice down here. No. So you lose again. So you lose a man. Lose a guy. Right, okay, so that is, to be honest with you, my shooting. Nothing else is really in range, and I've ran some of the other units because there's a lot of line of sight blocking terrain on here, which is going to make a good close quarters game. So, I'm going to hand it over to my brother. Let's go for World Eater's turn 1.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Right, okay, so some movements. We've got some guys running up here. They're probably going to be preparing for a turn 2 charge. Angon as well, running forward. Just had some small arms, fire from his tactical, about 6 in range that can see. Reroll hits and wounds, not done anything. The Volkites from there have targeted the Assault Marines, not really done much. He's kept his Scorpius still. Rhinos move forward. Again, unleashed some Stonebolter, not really done much. And then, of course, that Leviathan has lumbered forward. It is down a bracket, so it's only moving 5. And the Predator's rolled round, possibly to try and get some more shots on this guy. So what are you firing next then, bro?
I'm going to fire Whirlwind at you. Things.
Whirlwind
Scorpius.
at the Devastators?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In range.
Right, no problem.
Still.
It actually stood still, so it gets to fire twice, and you can target 2 different squads. No. So, no, you're just going to pour all of it into them.
Yeah, so I'm going to roll
6.
Right,
no problem. Okay, so looking at the rules, it's 6d3 shots for the Heresy version. Go ahead. Oh,
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17.
Ow. So 17 dice required to hit, needing freeze. This is going to be painful. Oh. He now needs 2s. Cannons. 9 saves, needing 4s. This is not good. 1, 2, 3, 4. The squad's dead.
Yes, gone.
The squad's dead. Well, that was painful. Next, Rochambeau. There you go.
Yeah. My last cannon team
yep.
into your nice flying bugger in that corner.
Right, so 5 shots, minus 1.
4.
Nope.
I've lost one.
Oh, you've lost one, yes. So 4 shots, minus 1 for the hard to hit.
So it's
4s.
2 hits.
It's toughness 8. Toughness 8, 2 plus armour. So he's going to need 3s. Sorry for camera roll. 2. So it's minus 2. It's minus 3. So I'm going to need 5s. Both have gone through 2d6 worth of damage.
10.
Oh, that's painful. So, Plasma Executioner is going to try and finish off the flyer. So 2d3 shots from the Plasma Executioner.
2d3, sorry. So
That's going to be 5 shots. It needs 5s to hit.
Reroll 1s. If I overcharge.
There's no overcharge in this one now. So 2 hits, and you're going to need 5s to wound because it's strength 7 versus toughness 8.
1.
Oh. Minus of 3, so I'm going to need a 5 again, otherwise it's 2 damage. I got a 5, bounces off. 2 last cannons, both needing 5s. No. What's your next unit?
I'm going to have to shell. I'm going to fire the melter.
12 inches.
It is.
Yep. What else? But you have to declare everything, so what are you going to shoot?
First.
Right, okay, so everything is going to go into the tank. Now, he needed 3s to hit because he's down a bracket, and it's minus 1.
Have I moved? So it's 4s.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So no, but it's minus 1 to hit because of the actual flyer, so it's 4s. Minus another 1 for any heavy weapons, so that's going to make it 5s for the Volkites. And you're not within 6 inch you can. So there's a Volkites firing at the main.
Yeah, Volkites into that first. So I need
1 hit.
1 hit.
Needing same again.
2.
And I need a standard armour save. Yep.
3.
Passed.
Melt it.
Melter. Missed. Any command points?
No.
And then it's a heavy 10 storm cannon. Needing 5s. 3. And I believe it's 5s to hit as well. It's 5s to wound as well.
Away from Carn, aren't
You are away from Carn.
None.
None. So the last cannons smack into it. Knock it down to 4, but he's still alive.
No. I want to finish that off.
And I don't think you've got anything else in range.
I don't think I've got anything else to fire.
No, I don't think you have.
I think I've got anything.
That's pretty much it. The Cestrus Assault Ram taking majority of the World Eater Force's shooting attacks there.
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
I've lost your last cannon team, which is a good thing.
Well, yeah, my last cannon team's gone, which is going to make these Leviathans quite hard to bring down with any other normal weapons. Maybe not, but it's going to need like 5s to hit. It's, I'll check what bracket it's on, but we'll cut it down into my turn 2. Right, okay, so a bit of movement. The flyer's gone down that side. We've got the Assault Marines that it's using the Blood Angel stratagem for a command point, so they can actually move, they can run, shoot and assault on the turn. If we've got the fly keyword. Terminators have managed to get out, and of course they're going to go against this Leviathan. That's not probably going to end well, but Contemptor targeting some stuff down here. The Terminators again have ran forward. Another unit's ran forward inside the building. These breaches are just going to sit on this objective, simply because you can't see me.
Breaches, I don't like.
Yeah, you don't like breaches. Terminators have moved up, and the Veteran Tactical Squad's also moved out the Rhino to try and take on. It's not going to end well, but I think it'd be funny to watch. Angron and his boys. Right, we've done some small arms fire, so this lot shot into there, caused 1 casualty. These guys shot into the Butchers because they've got 1 wound left, did nothing. And the Rhino also shot into those guys and did nothing. The Assault Marines also shot up into the Devastators. I keep calling them Devastators, I'm so used to 40k, the Havocs. And their shooting's done nothing. So, I'm going to cut now to the Cestrus Assault Ram. He's on his middle profile. It's going to have 2 rockets into the Scorpius, and the Magma Melter again is going to fire into the Havocs. I need to try and get rid of those nasty Marines. So the 2 rockets first. I need 4s now, and I didn't get any. So it's 2d3 shots into those guys. That's going to be 5. 4s to hit.
Missed on 2.
3, and I need 2s to wound.
So this is melted into that. Then.
And then, yep, so that's 3 wounds for -4. He's going to need a 6. This is a lot better than the last time round. No, he's lost 3 of the actual Las Cannon team, so that's removed one of them threats. That's going to be a -3 to their leadership. So,
he's on an 8, wasn't he?
What's that?
He'll be on an 8, wasn't he?
Yeah. Twin Las from the Contemptor firing down into the Predator. And the Plasma Blast gun that he's actually got, the Plasma Blast, is going to fire up into the Havoc Marine. Okay, so the Contemptor's going to need 3s with his Las Cannons first. 3s to hit. Ooh, 2 8s. Let's change some dice. 3s to wound the Predator. Yep, 2 wounds on the Pred. You need 6s. -3.
1.
We've got 1.
Yeah.
D6 damage. Ah, command point.
2.
Still 2.
Yeah. 2. Doesn't go down the bracket.
And then the Plasma Blast needing 2s. So I did declare supercharge, so I suffered a mortal wound on that.
Yes.
I need 2s to wound. I've wounded. It's -3. It's got a +1. It's going to need 5s.
Oh.
No. So the actual Las Cannon team is gone. Okay, so that's down to 9. These guys. Now I've got 2 combi melters in here. Probably just going to fire them straight without firing the bolter component. I've got a heavy flamer. They're all going to go into Mr. Mean Bugger over here. So the heavy flamer, 3 auto hits. It's going to need 5s and 6s. It's strength 5. And we've got 1 6, which is -1 normally, but with his Warlord chart makes it a -2. So you're going to need your 4 up. So he rolls it right over here.
5.
Cheers, Rich.
I'm sorry, I moved up for it.
2 melter guns. Both hit. Going to need 4s. 1 wound. It's a -4, so you're going to need your 4 up in run.
2.
Oh, and it's within half range, so it's 2 dice. Pick the largest. 4. So he's lost another 4 wounds. So he's down to 2. And then there is a Stone Bolter in there as well. All hit. I need 6s. I do get a 6, and that causes a -1. So that's a wound with a 3. 3 up, yeah.
3 up.
4. And then I'll fire the Chaplain Stone Bolter into that as well. That as well. And another 2 6s! Again, needing 3s. Oh, it's down to 1! Right, Volkite pistol. Right, okay, so it's 2s to hit. It's going to be 5s and 6s to wound because it's strength 5. And I didn't get any. So he survived with that 1 wound remaining. Looking across now, I don't think I've got much else left to do except some charging. So, we'll do some charges, do some Overwatch, and we'll show you some results. Okay, so, these guys have managed to make it in there. The veterans have ran around there. I've lost another command point, so I'm down to 9 to be able to get them in. The submarines charged the Predator only. The Terminators and Chaplain managed to get into the Leviathan, and I've rolled quite high, so I've actually put it round the other side. So hopefully I'm in his line, and this should slow him down. Well, that's the idea, that it should slow him down at least. So I'm going to go, because of course he does have a lot of command points. He's got 9 left, and he could go with any other unit. So of course I'm going to go with the Terminators against Leviathan first. So I've got the Power Fists are in red, the Chain Fists are in black, and the Lightning Claws in gold. I'm going to need 4s on majority, 3s on the gold to try and hit. Now, any 3s I get on the black or red, I can't re-roll because that counts as a hit, but I can re-roll any other dice because I'm within 6 inches of a Chaplain. So I still miss with the Power Fist, and that Power Fist hit doesn't go through, but I did get a lot of wounding hits there. Now, Blood Angels, +1 to this when they roll for their wounding. Normally would need 4s with the black and red, I now need 3s. I would normally need 6s with the gold, but I actually need 5s because of the +1. And the gold one, because it's Lightning Claws, allows me to re-roll for shred. Ooh. So, I've only got 1 wound left. They're -3, so you're going to need 2 saves of 4.
Oh, 2 or 4. think I'm going to be all at 40. I think.
Yeah, actually, if you just want to do them all, mate, that's five saves needing 4. Here we go.
Come on, Dale.
No, there's not any point in there. I'm pointing. Do you explode?
And I need to explode 6.
I believe it's a 6, but
Oh!
I'll double check because I'm sure they actually explode more. Right, so
One
checking
at a
that,
time.
containment breach on a Leviathan is 5+, so it does explode, and it's an explosion of 9 inch. Jesus Christ! So, roll for the Predator first.
Mortal wounds. 2.
And he's got a 4. That's 2 wounds on the Predator. I'll just borrow some of my brother's dice for now. The Chaplain.
Chaplain. 2.
Another 2 wounds off him. And then against the Terminators.
1.
1. So they suffer a wound. So not as bad as what I thought when that thing went up.
Individually.
No, it's not. It's per unit, Rich, not an individual. Right, okay. Right, okay, so that's happened. I'm going to do their consolidation in a moment. Just to let you guys know, my brother is actually interrupting with these buggers here because they get to reroll hits and wounds because they're angron. So, let him count up some dice and we'll see what's going to tear me apart. Right, okay, so they've all got chain swords, so they've all got 2 attacks. So he's going to have 18 normal and 2 power fist attacks here. So, go ahead. Create some suspense there, Rich, I would.
What is it, 3?
It's 3s to hit with re-rolls.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This might hurt, actually. So my veterans might not even get a chance to... Because I did lose 2 veterans on the way in. So that's all hit. Force to wound. All bar 1. Force to wound. They like a sugar, by the way.
Force to wound.
Bloody hell. I can't wait for Sanguinus to come out.
3, 6, 9, 12, 14.
14 standard wounds plus your 2 power fists. These need 3. Right, okay, so the 3 is a hit at the moment, and then you apply re-rolls. So you don't re-roll it, and then you apply modifiers. So in actual fact, he can't hit with that. So it's discarded. So 2's to wound.
And I get re-roll.
Oh yeah, because oh yeah, I forgot about. Oh no, I thought I'd survive that. I'll try and save the power fist one first. No, damn it. 14 saves. Lost another 5, so I lost 7 in total this round. So the only guys that's left is the 2 lightning claws and the power fist. Now I can't interrupt again, so I'm going to fight back with these.
Terminators on them. Terminators.
Now I'm going to fight back with them first. So the red is for the power fist.
Yeah.
And then I've got a black and gold there for the lightning claws that's in there. They need 3s normally, re-rolling 1s because of the ability, because of veterans. That's a fail, that's a fail, that's a fail. And I get to, that's going to need a 2, and they're going to re-roll. They're going to need 3 because of the Blood Angel ability, and I get to re-roll fails. So that's going to be 4 wounds with a minus of 3. 4 saves needing 6.
2.
That's 3 saves, that, Rich.
Oh.
4 saves needing 6.
2.
Right. So I lost 7 for 2. That's not a good trade-off, I'll be completely honest with you. That's not a good trade-off at all. Right, let's crack on with these Terminators. So we've done the combats here. The Terminators have attacked, managed to wipe out a good 6 of them. And then they attack back, Power Fist managing to take out 1 of the guys. I attacked with the Assault Marines, took off a couple more wounds, reducing that down to 8. So, not a successful charge that I wanted it to be. And he's got his Red Butchers and Angron that can counter-charge. I do want to try and keep him as far away from his objectives as possible, but I might not be holding out for long. So, your turn then, bro. Let's see what happens when we come back. Okay, so, movement phase. These guys have moved up to try and take on the Terminators, Angron especially. Fired off some bolt pistols and done nothing to the Terminators. They consolidated around, they fired into the squad and managed to kill another 2. Did quite successful with bolt pistols. These guys here have piled out the Rhino, fired some small arms fire into the Assault Marines. The Assault Marines have lost 1. The Predator has fallen back. The Leviathan has moved around there to try and take on them Terminators. So this is where we're bringing it back into. So, what else have you got to fire in, Rich?
What I'm going to do first.
Yep.
Is that
one
into the Terminators first.
These ones here.
Yep.
Okay.
Stood still.
So it's stood still. So it's 6 D3 shots.
6. Oh, that weren't good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
still needing 3s. He's not down a bracket yet.
So those 2.
And he's going to need 2s to wound.
5.
5 wounds. It's a -2, but it's only 1 damage this version. So it's 5 wounds.
3,
No, -2 is going to be 4s. Because it's 2 plus turn is. Oh my god!
Oh, that's all 5.
So Phosphex is going to fire into these guys. That's heavy 2d3 plus 2.
So
that's 1. 4. That's 4. So 4 shots needing 3s, I think. 3s because you moved, yeah. There's no thingy on that, so it's all hit.
That will all hit.
He needs 3s to wound, but re-rolls because of the weapon.
Didn't need it.
Didn't need it. All of it wounded. Oh.
What is it? Minus?
-3. And what did you get? 4?
Yeah.
Here we go again. Oh, they've all saved. They've all saved. See? One weapon hit me and nothing happened. Next weapon hits me. What? Everything. So your Phosphex and your Volkite. Oh, you've already said your Volkite. Yeah, so everything else from that is now going to fire up into this. So Volkite, then you're going to need 4s to hit with the Volkite because it's still flying and you've moved with a heavy weapon.
Just 4s.
So 4s.
So that's 2 in it.
2 hits, yeah. You're going to need 5s.
2.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I needed 2s. They're both passed. Yeah, I know.
Melter gun.
The Melter Cyclonic Melter Lance is 2d3.
Right, but I'm going to melter gun first.
Oh, you're going to fire the melter gun first. Rightio. Yep. That's going to need a 3. It's missed.
2d3s.
And then the 2d3. That's 5.
I'm going to stick with that.
You're not going to command point it.
No.
5 shots needing 4s because of the -1 and the -1.
Right, I am going to command point.
Are you going to command point one of them?
One of them.
Right, I always command point in one of these. So that will take you down to 8 now.
6.
Oh, 6, sorry.
So 1.
And he's still only hit once. He needs a 3 to wound. He might have needed that. Oh! He really should have done that afterwards.
Oh, well.
Right, no problem. The Predator can't fire. What's next? We've already done the small arms. I think that's everything.
That's everything for firing.
That's everything for shooting. Right, let's get some charges done and we'll see the carnage in a moment. Okay, so the Leviathan got in here, not suffering any wounds. Those guys got in, losing a guy to some bolter fire. And then Angron and everyone else has got in down this side. So, you're going to go through it first then, Rich?
Me butchers.
Red Butchers are going to go first against the Terminators. Roll some dice.
2s, innit?
Needing 2s, and you can't re-roll for whatever reason with that particular unit.
I can't. It costs a...
But you can re-roll your wounds.
On any fails.
So it's 3s because these are his axes. On any fails, you can re-roll. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's going to be 7 with a -2, and then you've got this chain fist. You might as well do this chain fist. I can't re-roll the ones, but it's 2s to wound with re-rolls. So 3. So I'm going to do them 3 first, because they can cause 2 damage. So it could rip through me. It's going to be 5 invulnerables.
3.
Not 1. Not even a Space Marine power armor save. My dice has been absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, you've just
and how many more guys?
7.
Another 7.
Oh, you didn't
so -2, needing 4s, 7 saves. Now, so that's all the Terminators dead. Right, so consolidation down here. We have moved Angron as part of that consolidation because there's no point leaving him and coming back to him later. So I am going to interrupt with my chaplain against Leviathan. Right, okay, so the Centurions are a bit different. They're actually only got 3 attacks, and they need 3s normally. This is never a good thing. So with it being a chaplain, it's going to need 4s, but I do get to reroll any 1s and 2s. It's 2 hits. It's a Thunderhammer. Strength 8 versus Toughness 8. I am a Blood Angel, so I'm +1, so it's freeze. Command point. Ah! So I've interrupted for 2 and lost another command point, so I've lost 3. So 1 invulnerable save of 4+, otherwise it's 3 damage. No, straight 3. Oh, he's going to use a command point in this phase. He saved it, so you're down to 5.
Yep.
So I can't interrupt again, so what unit are you going with next?
I'm going to
Pretty much anything you want.
Khan.
He's going to go with Khan the Betrayer. He's managed to get a flurry of attacks. He's got +1 for charging, +1 for his rampage. Khan, sorry, yep. And he's going to need 2s to hit with rerolls on 1s. No, that's fine. He needs 4s to wound. Any 6s cause a -4.
That's 1.
So that's 1 -4.
And 2 and 3 normal.
3 normal with a -1. So these need 4s with his cutter. No, so I lose 3. So these guys have lost 4 in total before the rest of the Rampagers attack. The Rampagers have followed in, and he's going to roll for his hits. Okay, so starting with some Chain Axes attacks first. We've got 5 guys, 3 attacks apiece because they're charged.
4. 1 died.
Oh yeah, 1 died, yep. So watch fire, do apologise. And then you can reroll 1s because I can. You need 3s. That's all of them hit. Jesus Christ. Needing 3s with a -1.
So 2, 4, 6, 8.
8 saves needed. I got 4 in my hand. Pick up with another 4. Needing 4s. That's 3 down.
You've only got 4.
I've lost down to 1 guy. Chain Axes next.
4s to hit.
Heavy chain, well, large one anyway. 4s to hit, rerolling 1s.
So 4s to hit, which is 3.
And then it's +1 strength, so 3s to wound.
2.
2, and it's -3. Sorry, -2, so I need 5. Oh, you won't get this. I got 2 5s. So the flails are going in. They need 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. 2s to wound.
Rerolling 1s.
No,
Oh,
rerolls.
no. 4.
So 4 saves.
-1.
-1, I need 4. Now he's gone down. What are you going against? You got 5 attacks in total. And this snippy arm, the claw, rerolls wounds against infantry and it does a straight 3 damage. And it's strength 16. He's rolled these, so he does actually get to reroll wound rolls of 1, which I've just double checked.
I'll go against your Terminators. Let's see.
You're just going to go all 5 attacks against for Termies.
No, I'll 2 against Chaplain and 3 against Terminator.
So which one are you going with first?
3 against Terminator.
No problem, needing 3s. Sorry, 2s.
2s.
Apologies. And then you need 2s rerolls.
Oh, 2.
2. So it is a -3 for a claw, making that a 5+, which is a 5+ invulnerable anyway, and it's 3 damage, so I need some of these to save. Oh, one of them's alive. Heavy Flamer's gone. I think the Chain Fist is going to stay here. So some straight for 2 damages, and then another 2 attacks against the Chaplain.
3 and 5.
2 hits, yep.
2 and 3.
2 wounds. Now, the Chaplains in this don't have the same save as they do in 40k. So I need both of these to be a 5, and I've not used, or I have used the reroll in combat already now. Ah, so he's gone. Straight 3 damage. Might as well. Then you get to pick a unit. So I'm guessing you're going to get to pick this guy here. And after all the attacks, he's dead. So I now get to pick a unit, which is only this guy left, really. So he's going to go against the Leviathan, needing 4s, and he missed completely. Wow. That's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Annihilated my assault squad. The Terminator down here still locked in combat with this guy. That's not looking good, and he's actually taken no damage. We have run through a hell of a lot of command points though, but this thing is still on its middle profile in the middle of his area. Yeah, I don't think he's going to enjoy that, to be honest, at all. Right, we'll do my movement and we'll see what I can shoot at when we come back. Okay, so we've got some units of assault marines that have come down here. They've actually opened fire with the bolt pistols already. Done 1 wound to that scorpion, so I believe it's brought it down a bracket. Not much else really happening. The Terminators have moved out of the building. I'll move that down in a sec. A bit of small arm fire from the captain, and the Primus Medicare has taken out a guy from there, and the Medicare's healed him up a wound. He's fallen back from the Leviathan, and the Terminators are now slowly but surely trudging their way across the battlefield from this side. So let's get some proper shooting in. So starting off with Contemptor versus Leviathan. He's only managed to help out and take out his brother. The black will be the plasma. It's going to overcharge into him. It's all hit.
Nice.
So 3s on the gold, 4s on the black. None of the black ones, even though I overcharged, but 2 las cannons have wounded. 2 invulnerable saves of 4. He's using a command point in his shooting phase. Nope, still gone through. 5 points of damage, so that'll take it down to 9. Right, so 2 crap rockets from the which is now in hover mode, is going to go against the Contemptor. The Mag Melter is going to go into the Predator. So the 2 rockets needing 4s. Missed. And then 2d3 shots of a Magma Melter, that's 4 shots. Needing 4s again. Only 1. It is strength 9, needs 3s. Command point. No! God's sake. I think I need to start throwing these dice down the goddamn bin. Right, okay, so I've done some shots from here. Into that and that, nothing. Done some shots from there, and I killed a man. All that firepower. I killed 1.
Oh yeah, from that.
I killed a man. And of course, that absolute shower of crap managed to do nothing to any of these. Right, so we're going to go into some charges. We'll have a look at some results. Okay, so charge-wise, the Terminators, the Captain, well, Predator, sorry, and the Primus Medicare got into down here. The Flyer got into the the Predator. I'll wait to see if I do D3 mortal wounds on that in a moment. And these guys managed to roll a 10 without using any command points and getting into the Scorpius. So thankfully managed to shut down a couple of his tanks. Still got the Leviathan running around. He's not on 5 wounds left, he's taken 5. We'll find out what he's got in a moment. So I'm going to go with the Terminators here first. So we've got a Lightning Claw, needing 3s. All hit, need 3s to win the rerolls. Yeah, it's going to be 3 saves needing 6s. Yeah, if you want them now you can do. No, that's 3 gone. And then I've got 2 Power Fists, which need 4s, rerolling 1s. And then 2s. So another 1 save of 6. Nope. So he's lost 4 so far. Chain Fists. 1 hit. It's wounded, and you can't save against a Chain Fist, it'll just go straight through. So you've lost 5 of those guys. Okay. Are you wanting to try and interrupt at all?
Hang on. 2.
So that's the 5 that he's decided to choose. Are you actually? No? Right, Power Gun Blade then from the Captain. Oh, sorry, I'll consolidate those guys into it in a minute. Power Gun Blade from the Captain, needing 2s. Needing 3s. That's 4 saves of 6.
What are you moaning about?
I know. That's if it was a mortal wound in there, but it doesn't matter. 2. So both of them has gone down. Okay, so down here the Thunderhammer absolutely smashed the Scorpius. I'm rolling terrible for shooting, amazing for close combat. Right, okay, so frag assault launchers from here on a 4+ cause D3 mortal wounds. No. Okay, so that's back to form. Right, see how many attacks. So the Ram has got 2 attacks. I'm starting to think whether or not I should Sonic command point. I'm going to command point that 1.
Oh, here we go.
It's still a 2. So it's still not done it. I'm down to how many?
4.
4. How many have you got left?
4.
Right, so 2 attacks needing 5s, and I didn't get any. But I have locked that Predator up in combat. Again, it does get a chance to attack back though. 3 dice needing 6s. Here we go. Oh, he's got a hit. Strength of 7, so he needs 5s.
Got it, yeah.
He's wounded me. Oh, I've rolled this one since it's already a 1. Yay! Right, so he's saved.
What a shame.
So the ram smacks into the vehicle, doesn't really do much. There's a lot of choices here with this Leviathan. So we're going to go into the World Eater's turn 3. Okay, so a bit of movement done. The Predator's fallen back. These guys have moved over from their little perch. Open fire at the Terminators, backed up by the Rhino. Managed to take out a guy. Angron's shifted round. And we did forget to actually do the attacks against this. It's knocked it down to 3 wounds. They've decided to fall back out of combat because there's no point staying in there. Predator's going to try and finish those guys off. These guys are running up. And we've got a Leviathan that's breathing down my gullet. So the Leviathan's firing next. Like I said, we've done the small arms fire, and we've done the small arms fire for those guys that drop within 9 inch of these. So, what are you firing? And a bit of a correction, he forgot to run these, so we've let him go back, and we've let him run them. Do you want to put a counter next to him? And then, I have used a command point to try and save these Terminators, because they did actually suffer a couple of wounds. I've lost 1 so far. So, these guys, Volkite going into the Terminator. 4 shots needing, because you moved, you need 3s. No re-rolls.
3.
You need 3s to wound. 2. 2 saves needed. Yep, the Terminator's alive. And then you've got your Melter. You've got your Melter gun and your Melter lance actually. So
Melter
which one?
gun.
Melter gun, needing 2s, because it's an assault weapon.
Got it.
Hit. Need 3s.
Nope.
No, I can't. Are you going to use a command point? Or are you going to wait?
Wait.
Okay, so the Melter Lance from this thing is heavy 2d3. 5. I don't think he's rolled less than a 5 on a lot of these. He does need 3s though, because it's a heavy weapon and he's moved. That's going to hurt. And the Melter Lance is strength of 9.
It's 2, isn't it?
No, it's 3s.
I'll use a command point for one of them.
No, so he's going to command point that now.
And that's 3.
So he's down to 3 command points and he's done 3 points of damage on this. It's got a 5 up invulnerable save. This causes d6 damage. We have measured it, it's 10 inch between us, so he's not going to be within the 9 inch to be able to get the extra. But here it goes. That's going to be 2d6 worth of damage. I can't use a command point, I've already used one.
How many points is what?
I'm on 9. Oh, he does 5.
Fancies it down.
Lances it down to 4. It is going to cripple him at some point. I'm guessing he's going to be in his middle profile. That's not looking good for the dread. Plasma pistol from Khan?
Yeah.
Is he going to overcharge?
Is he not?
He's not? No. 2 state? Yeah, that'll be fine. 3s to wound then, if he's not overcharging.
3.
Yep, and I need a save of 5. No, so one of these takes a wound. Right, nothing else to shoot, so let's go straight into the assault phase. Okay, so multiple charges. This Leviathan unfortunately failed to charge here. Needed a 10 inch charge. Got a 9, then rerolled and got a 9. These guys got in here. We're well in with a 10. Tactical's getting into the Terminators. Trying to just sheer weight and number them. And then Khan went past the Terminators, up the side of a wall on a funny little kick, and then landed behind these 2 guys. So we're going to go with Khan first. So... Khan the Betrayer, 6 attacks, so we rolled his D3 already. We've got a 1.
Split him 3 on 3.
He's going to split them 3 on 3. 3 on the Captain, 3 on the Primus Medicare. Which one first?
Primus Medicare.
Primus Medicare first. 3 attacks, needs 2s, we roll 1s. And it's user strength, so he needs 4s. But you re-roll 1s, yeah. It's...
2.
Any 6s?
No.
No, right. So it's a -1, so I need 4. So I lose a wound from the Primus Medicare, so he's going to be down to 3. 3 attacks against the Captain. You're rolling 1s.
No.
And needs 3. Sorry, 4s. Re-rolling 1s. No, Khan's done absolutely terrible there. How many points do I have left? 3. Now, because his Rhino's charged in as well on this. Do I go with those guys, or do I risk the amount of sheer weight of attacks that's coming at me and go with these guys instead? I think I need to go with these. Right, okay, so we've done those guys. Mutual Annihilation, 4 off each. He's going to attack now with these against the Terminators. It's got 21 attacks on the basic because of the chain, well, chain swords plus his charge, because he's...
I lost that one.
Lost that one, yeah, pick that one up. He gets to re-roll his ones.
Right, so is it
twos to fail?
Twos and
you need threes to hit.
Move them slightly out of the way.
Yeah. So that's his hits so far.
Same hits.
There he hits. You need 4s to wound, and you re-roll 1s because it will eat a special ability, which you forgot about earlier.
So 4s, weren't it?
It's 4s re-rolling 1s. Oh, not bad.
2, 4, 6, 7.
Terminators. All of them have saved. That is a first. That is a first. Right, I'll attack. Probably, but you tried to shut this contemptor down. Oh yeah, he's got his power fist guy down here. Okay, so done this combat. We're using a command point. He's managed to kill it, and he has to consolidate towards the nearest enemy unit.
3 inch.
Come to that guy over there. Trying to put a rhino down. Right, so Captain's going to strike now. He's going to attack Angron. He needs 2s, rerolling 1s. Can. He's baby Angron. Strength of 6, so he's going to need 3s to wound. Oh, 1. It's minus of 3 and D3 damage. But he's got 4 up invulnerable save. No. Took 2. And then the other guy needing 3s, rolling 1s. Two wounds with the power sword as well. He's going to need 2 4s.
1.
No, so he's actually lost 3 wounds in total, Can. Okay, so we've done the rest of the combats off camera. Those Terminators managed to only take out 2 of the tactical Marines. Not doing very well at all. The Leviathan stood out in the middle of the open, and I lost another Marine to morale down here. So we'll do my movement, and when we come back it'll be another shooting phase. Okay, just to break down some movements, the Terminators have moved up, possibly looking at a charge at Khan or the actual Rhino. The other Terminator's winged round to try and get a melter shot. He stood still because he's now down to his middle profile, so he's going to need 3s to hit. This thing's hovered a little just to be able to try and get some line of sight to these guys and possibly to these guys, depending of course upon what I do to that. And the Assault Marines have fallen back out of combat. They can still shoot, but we can't charge because I'm a little bit outnumbered now, so I want to be able to put some bolt pistol and a bit of distance between myself and those guys. Not looking great. I've not got a lot left. I do have these guys stood on top of here holding this objective. They've been doing that all game, but because of the lines of sight, they're not really getting a lot of targets. Or 1 or 2 might be able to see that Contemptor in the distance. Right, okay. Bit of small arms fire from these Terminators trying to wound this Leviathan, not done anything. And the Assault Marines over there fired their pistols into these guys, not done anything. So, that's the melter gun from the combi weapon into the Leviathan. Needs a 3. He's 8. Needs a 4. Do we have any command points left?
1.
I'm going to use it. Sorry. He's wounded. So, 4 needed to save.
6.
Right, Plasma Blast on overcharge into him. Needs a 3 to hit. 2 hits. Needs 4s to wound. 1 wound. Again, another 4. This causes 2 damage. We should not roll it over here, so I have to walk.
Oh.
So that's 2 points down, unless you want to command point it. It's your last one.
No.
Nope. Right, so you suffer 2 points of damage. 2 las cannons coming in. 1 hit. 1 wound. Another 4 up save needed. No! Command point. He's going to do that because it's a D6 damage.
Oh, still failed.
No, still goes through. 1. So all that hubble bar and then just doesn't do anything. Right, so the Cestus assault ram is going to fire its magma melter into the Leviathan and 2 rockets into the Predator.
Okay.
So the 2 rockets first into the Predator, miss me on both, and then 2d3. So that's 5 shots.
You got
5 dice. Needing 4s. 2. Need 3s. 1.
This is D3 damage, isn't it?
No, it's a D6.
5.
I saved it anyway. So still nothing really in the way of being able to take out these guys. So we're going to go into some charges. One of the Terminators have reduced that Rhino down to 2 wounds. Managed to get a charge in there. And this guy managed to make it in as well. So he's got 2 attacks. Actually, he's the Sergeant, so he should have 3. So 3 attacks. He's within 6 inch of the Predator. He gets to reroll his 1s. He's hit twice. Now, it's a chain fist. Normally, need 4s, but because of the Blood Angel ability, he needs 3s. 1's gone through. Minus a 4, but he's got an invulnerable.
6.
Every time. Right, so I get to pick a unit. So I'm going to pick...
Depends on them, innit?
I'm going to try and kill Khan. So I'm going to pick the captain.
Go for it.
Paragon Blade needs 2s, rerolling 1s. Strength is 6, so I need 3s. Oof. 4 wounds. It's going to be on Khan's Iron Halo.
On a 4+, isn't it?
3 wounds, apologies.
Oh,
3 wounds. Yeah. What's his D3 damage? 1's gone through. He's got 2 wounds left. For God's sake.
It's 1!
Every time.
You've still got other guy to fight.
Yeah, but you can pick a unit now.
I'm going to fight the Khan.
You're going to fight with Khan against who?
I'm going to fight your... Because I'm still 2 bases.
Yeah, you're still within 2 bases,
so
so you get your Dexter D3 attacks.
Just 3.
3. Marvellous.
Plus my 3 on profile.
4 on profile.
So that's 7 against your captain.
So they're all going to go against the captain, are you sure?
Yeah, because you went to try and kill me, so I'm going to try and kill you back.
Okay, no problem. 2's to hit, rerolling 1s. 4's to wound. Any 6's are a -4.
2 6s. And 1. So you've got 4 saves.
No, 4's to wound, not 3's.
Oh, I thought it's 3.
So
So
it's
2
2
then.
normal armour and
2
2 thingy saves. So I'll do the black, 4 the invulnerable, and I'll do the red for the armour. Red for the armour because it's -1 for the cutter, so that needs 3's. It's 1, 2, 3. So 3 wounds suffered, so he's back down to 3. He's still not dead.
But do they not count as a mortal wound? 6s.
No, 6's count as -4. You're
Oh,
thinking of
yeah,
Gorechild.
thing. Yeah.
Gorechild counts as mortal wounds.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Right, so I get to pick another unit to go with next.
Yeah,
I'm going to
fine.
go with the Terminators against his Tactical Marine. Right, okay, so 4 attacks from the Leviathan into him. He's done 3 wounds. I've saved all 3. So that Terminator is actually stood there and taken.
Question that, make sure it's not 6s.
Oh, it's 5+ invulnerable on Terminators. The other Terminators finished off the Tactical Marines. I've only got my Centurion left to fight against Khan, who's for some reason has gone up to 3 wounds. So 2 wounds on Khan. He's got 1 wound left. He needs 4s.
Oh, missed
You
it.
failed 1.
6 and a 3. Yeah.
So Khan's gone. That side is now becoming very Blood Angel-y.
Not yet. Not long.
Right, okay, so got rid of the Terminators. I do have a lot of threats down here, and Angron is still very, very angry because one of his weapons is broken. Because it's snapped up again. It's twice. So we're going to do my brother's turn 4, and let's get on with some shooting when we come back. Okay, so staying in combat down here. Staying in combat with the Rhino, even though I thought the Rhino was going to die. Angron's moving through the building, very angry. Always angry. These guys have moved up here. They've actually done some shooting down into the Terminators, not done anything. They jumped over that side, shot into the Assault Marines and killed one with a plasma pistol. The bolters didn't do anything. Taking that off because we keep knocking it. so you're going to go with this Predator, yeah?
I am.
Okay.
So 2d3.
Oh, plasma shots.
Yeah,
it's going to be 6. It's going to work.
I need 3s.
You get to re-roll because you're within 6
any
inch.
fails.
Any fails, yeah, we're within 6 inch of Angron. Yeah, and I'm in a hover mode. Yeah, you need, because I'm toughness 8, so you're going to need 5s.
And then re-roll any.
And then re-roll any fails because of Angron.
5 in it.
5s to save. These are 2 damage apiece. 3 gone through.
That's it.
Do I explode? No. It's gone down. That's gone. We're going to get into some charging. So it's going to be these guys charging into... Okay, so before we get to the good stuff, those guys charged in and have managed to kill all 4 of my guys before I even got a chance to fight back. Angron has managed to make it into the Terminators as well. So, let's check this bad boy out. This guy has 7 attacks on profile. And then for each character or infantry or biker that Angron slays in a fight, add 1 to his attack characteristics for the rest of the game. And I have -1 when I'm trying to fight him. And he's also the sire of the World Eaters. So he gets to... oh no, it's weird. I believe he doesn't actually benefit from his own powers. But he does get to re-roll his 1s when he's in the fight phase. So...
That'll be...
He's going to have 8 attacks because he charged, and he is a World Eater. And this is going to be Gore Child and Gore Father. That's going to be a Strength 8, -3, 2 damage. And if you roll a 6 to wound with this weapon, it inflicts a mortal wound in addition to the usual damage.
So I'm at 8 or 9.
So you're 8 attacks, needing 2s. Right, okay, so 2s to hit.
Them all.
That's them all. He needs 2s to wound. Slowly Terminator Squad with re-rolling 1s.
Oh.
This is going to work.
And 3 mortal ones.
So 3 mortal wounds.
And 4 normal.
No, but it's going to be 3 mortal wounds in addition. So that's going to be 7 normal wounds and 3 mortal wounds. It's going to... So maybe 5s and 6s. So his mortal wounds will kill 1, and these cause 2 damage apiece. So all dead. Right, okay, so Angron's managed to butcher his way through that. The Terminators destroyed the Rhino, didn't explode. And these 2 guys fought to a stalemate. Again. He has got hold of that objective. He's probably going to have hold of this objective, and I got this one. It does depend, of course, upon how many units you kill and what you roll on the chart at the end of the turn. So it's going to go into the last turn of the game, my turn 5. So I'm going to see what damage I can do to Angron before he gets his lovely 11 attacks now. Yeah, since he's killed 4 guys. It's going to be a little bit insane. Right, okay, so I've moved. Not a lot to move. I've barely got any units left, to be honest, so it's probably going to be a quick end to this game. Breach of staying still. As they have done all game. I wonder if we've got a line of sight to that. No, we ain't got a line of sight to now. They've just been sat here just listening to the noises of battle. So these guys are going to open fire now into Angron. Bolters / stone bolters in range. Needing 3s, re-rolling 1s. Oh, that's a lot of fire. That's a miss. That's a miss. Okay, so 5s and 6s to wound Angron. Oh, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wounds on Angron. He's got a 2+ save and a 6+ feel no pain, 4+ invulnerable. So it's all good. 2 pluses.
Oh!
4 ones! Oh my god! 6s to save.
Chuffing out.
Has he lost 4 wounds? Ah! I've only got 4 wounds remaining. Assault cannon. 4s to hit. 3s to wound with a -1. Another wound on Angron. Need a 3.
3. Oh, -1.
Yeah, because it's -1.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he's got that one. And a Volkite pistol. 2 hits. Needs 5s. Nothing. And then a needle pistol. Might as well chuck that in there. Oh, reroll 1s because of the captain. It's hit, and it needs 2s to wound because he's infantry. Yep, he's wounded. Standard armour. Yeah, he's fine. So, plasma blast gun from this into that. it's going to need freeze. Thankfully no ones because I am overcharging. Need freeze to damage it. Yep. And it's a -3, so you need a 6, otherwise it's 2 wounds.
6.
Ah, for God's sake. And the twin link last cannon's going to barrel in as well. 1 hit. 1 wound, again need a 6.
6.
Oh, Jesus Christ! There's no skill in that, it's just the look of the actual dice. It really is.
I told you that, that's all this game.
Right, let's get some charging in. Right, okay, so these guys rolling in, both last cannons, 6s. Twatted 2 of the Terminators before I actually managed to get up to that possessed chuffing tank. That seems to have done nothing but 6 to roll. There's no command points on either side, so I'm literally just going to go. I'm going to leave Angron till last and we'll just go across here. So, starting with the Contempt. So, Contempt to Dreadnought, yeah, needing freeze. Needing freeze due to the fact that he's down a bracket. That's 3 hits. Now, the strength of a Contempt to Dreadnought is 14, but the save on him, the toughness of him is 8. So, I would normally need freeze, but because it's a Dread, I do actually benefit from my Blood Angel special rules. So, it's 2s. All 3 have gone through. These do cause a straight 3 damage. Here we go. 6. Now this explodes in a 5 or 6. He's only got 6 wounds left. He's gone. Oh! He explodes. No. Right, so that's gone pop. Did a mortal wound to him, and also did a mortal wound to him. I'm going to get stack out for a moment. And did 2 mortal wounds to the captain. That's just recovered 2 wounds. He's just full of combat drugs at this moment in time. Right, this guy here then. So I've got 2 chain fists. I keep forgetting chain fists have got an extra attack, which I'll do in gold because it's a sergeant. And of course, so the black and gold is the chain fists. The red, it'll be for the standard power fist. And I need 4s and reroll 1s. So that's not cracking. Normally would need 3s, need 2s because of Blood Angels. Oh, for God's sake. So 1 chain fist goes through, you can't stop it because it's -4 and it does 2 straight damage.
6 down, 6 into 6.
That's terrible. Come on, man, Jesus. Right, Paragon Blade against Angron. 2s to hit, rerolling 1s, but minusing 1 because of Angron's ability. So I need 3s. I do get to reroll 1s. So I'm not going to hit. So, got 4 hits. I'm strength 6. Your toughness is 7. I would normally need 5s. Blood Angel ability means I need 4s. I've got 2. Bearing in mind, Paragon Blades, they're a -3 and they do D3 damage.
So it's
4 plus
4
invulnerable. He saved it. And then 3 attacks from the other guy, needing 3s. And again, he needs 4s. Yeah, your toughness. I normally need 5s and 6s on Blood Angels, so it's actually
that's
down to 4.
armor saves, isn't it?
No, because it's -3, he's got a power sword. So it'd be invulnerable saves again.
1's gone
So
through.
1's gone through, ignores it on a 6. No, so Angron is down to 3 wounds. And he's going to fight. Right, okay, so Angron is going to have 11 attacks. How are you dividing these up, Rich?
I'll tell you what I'll do. 4 first on the apothecary thing.
4 on the apothecary.
Yeah.
So it's 2s.
Reroll 1s.
No.
No.
Reroll 1s in the... yeah, reroll 1s now.
3.
So that's 3.
A mortal wound.
And a mortal wound, yes. And I can't remember what Angron does, but I do need 5s to save my refractor field.
One's a mortal wound.
One's a mortal wound, and that's 2, so that's going to be 3 of them. He's got 4 wounds, but I've got a funny feeling these do D3 damage. Okay, so Angron's consolidated towards the nearest enemy unit. They're still locked in combat with that. It's only on 6 wounds, so it's still at full strength. He's still on mid. Let's do your turn. Let's see what you can butcher. Right, okay, so a bit of synopsis. These guys have moved forward. He's blasted the poor bloke in the face. He's now gone. Pinned his own, well, fall back with his own guys so he can try and get the butchers in. and is about to fire now with a pistol into the Terminators. Go ahead.
6.
It's a hit.
5.
It's a wound. It's a bolt. Is it a bolt pistol?
I think it was a bolt pistol.
That's a wound on them then. I'm just going to borrow your dice and not
Yeah,
bother with nothing anymore. There we go.
I might charge him. I think he's over an inch away technically, isn't he? But
Do you want to charge it?
I don't know. I'm going to do this first. We'll have a look at this.
Oh, okay.
So, my butchers.
Yep, they're going to go in first.
It's like a 3-inch that.
Well, let's fire at some butchers. Ooh, 4 6s. This is just for the storm bolters.
Yeah.
1 wound. So 2 to save.
2. Yep.
Assault cannon. Wheeling up. Nothing. So get a double 1. I'm gonna get another double 1. No, he got a 7. I hate the fact that I have to keep looking over there. I wish you'd roll over this side, but never mind.
That's like 7.
That's little brothers for you. No bets.
So 7, he would be around here.
Yeah. Right, okay, so Angron is going to go into the angry protagonist of a Contemptor.
I'm going to see if I can.
Plasma. Nothing hit. Last cannon.
I knew it was coming, I could feel it.
Yeah, I need to roll to wound yet, bro.
Oh no.
There we go!
What?
Double 6, followed by a double 1. Utter failure. My dice have been disgusting. So, yeah, definitely in.
Is it classed as a dreadnought troop?
I'm a dread, I'm not infantry.
And I'm
You
just
won't
thinking he doesn't get his 13 attacks.
You do.
Oh, do you?
You do, it just pluses to your attack, yeah. So, which one are you going to go with first?
I thought it were only against infantry.
Already done the attacks. These guys have murdered the... I didn't even roll any saves, it was just insane. 13 attacks from Angron into the Contemptor, needing 2s.
All of them?
All of them hit. Now, he will need 3s to wound with the rerolls of the 1s. Ow.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
So technically, I need 9 saves. Okay, so 10 attacks. It didn't let me record it down here, so I didn't know if he's got any mortal wounds. Yeah, well dead. Well dead. Does he explode? That would have been a lovely fall from grace. Right, so at the end of turn 5, I have these breaches left. That is it. So all I've got left, everything I've done is bounced off, and these Blood Angel dice, I'm going to go on eBay these dice, because these have just done absolutely god-awful. In the past couple of games that I have used them, they have not been cracking at all. So, basically it's going to be our Richard's win. We had pretty much the same amount of units. You get a point for each unit you destroyed. He'll not get the one on top, it doesn't really need to, because he's actually killed everything else. And what objective, what would I got? Oh, I'd have got a +2.
What would I got?
A +1. So, yeah, no minuses, so I'll be honest with you.
Cheers, pal.
Dead. Alright, Angron. Badass. Especially with the amount of attacks he can get once he piles into a unit. He's insane.
Needs to get in early, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He does. Right, thank you very much for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification button if you like it and want more. And buy the t-shirts.